SnapPlus version 3 has several features to allow you to share nutrient management plans with different users and assign different roles to control who can view and edit your nutrient management plan. This video will go through some examples of how to set up and use these different types of farm permission features in order to share plans and control who sees data. Let's start by going into an example farm. On the farm page, under the Farm Permissions tab, is where you can add users and user groups. These are two different ways that allow you to share this nutrient management plan with other people and allow them to either edit or view the data. As the first example, let's try adding an individual user. You can add a user by clicking Add User here in the upper left-hand corner. You will need to know the email address that the user used when they signed up for their SnapPlus version 3 account. You enter their email address first. After entering their email address, you have to pick a permission level. SnapPlus has 5 different permission levels available. Note that there can only be one primary admin per plan, but it is possible to transfer this role between users. For more information about what different permission levels can do in SnapPlus version 3, please review our wiki page. The link to this wiki page will be included in the video caption. This table summarizes the different types of actions that are available to different permission levels in SnapPlus version 3. Some important things to note are that users with one of the 2 admin permission levels have the ability to add other users. If you have the planner, read-only, or read-only no maps permissions, you are not able to add other users in farm permissions. The primary admin, admin, and planner users all have the ability to edit data on the farms where they have access. This means they can add crops, or edit nutrient applications, or edit maps data. Users that have one of the 2 read-only type levels can only view or generate reports depending on the type of access that they have. Back in SnapPlus version 3, we'll select planner level access for this user. When you add an individual user to the Farm Permissions tab, they will receive an invitation in SnapPlus version 3. I have an example in my account here. In the upper right-hand corner, I can see a red 1 symbol next to my invitation envelope. If I click on that, I see some information about the invitation I've received. This is for a farm called Silurian CAFO, and I have been given the role planner by a primary admin with this email address. If I'd like to accept the farm invitation, I click the checkbox. If I'd like to decline the invitation, maybe because I don't know who this person is or I think it was sent in error, I can click the X button to decline. Note that SnapPlus does not send you an email to your email account. It only sends you a notification at this time within SnapPlus version 3. In order to see if somebody has added you on the Farm Permissions tab, you need to log in and view your invitations by clicking on the envelope button here. Once a user has accepted an invitation, their status will update from pending to accepted. I'm currently the primary admin of this plan. If I'd like to remove a user, I can do that by clicking the Revoke button here that is a trash can. This will remove that user from the plan and make it so that they no longer have access to this farm in their list on SnapPlus version 3. A second way to grant permission is to a user group. Anybody can make a user group within SnapPlus version 3, and they can choose whether to make that user group public or private. If you know the name or email address associated with the group administrator for your user group, you can type that in the user group box. This will start a search to bring up all user groups that meet the criteria that you have listed. Make sure to confirm with the user group the name, email address, and even the group number to make sure that you're sharing this information with the right people. Once you selected the group, you can select a permission level and then click Invite Group. Keep in mind that the permission level that you select here for this user group applies to every person who is a member of that group. Similar to individual invitations, once the user group manager or user group admin has accepted the invitation status will update here from pending to accepted. On the home page, you can see farms that have been shared with you and sort them based on user group or permission level. For example, if I'd like to filter to farms that are only associated with a specific user group, I can do that by selecting that user group from the upper right-hand corner. This shows in my table all of the different plans that are associated and shared with the county NMP group, of which I'm a member. I also have a reminder here of the specific permission level I've been given as part of this user group on each of these plans. In order to remove the user group filter, I click on the filter and click Delete. This will remove the current filter and show me a list of all of the plans that I currently have access to again. Plans that appear in the Plans Shared for Review tab are a special type of plan. These are examples of archives that have been shared through the Request Review feature with a specific user group. Plans that are shared for review are always read-only. When you open a plan that has been shared for review, you get a reminder that you're in a read-only state and a reminder that you're reviewing an archive. An archive is a specific version of a nutrient management plan. It has been saved at a specific point in time by the planner. This is one way that planners can share nutrient management plans for review with counties and other agencies. Let's look at an example of a farm where I have read-only access. I can filter based on my permission level to only read-only. Let's open my example farm. When reviewing a plan in read-only mode, there are a couple indicators that let you know that you're in read-only mode. The first is that you see this tag at the top that says read-only that's right next to the farm name. The second is that you can see I have dotted lines here and I'm not able to make any edits to this data. I can still go through and view data for different crop years, so I have access to crop year dropdowns, but I'm not actually able to make any changes as I go through here. One example is if I try to delete this field, I get this red symbol indicating that I do not have permission to take that action because I'm a read-only user. However, I can still go through and view the data in this plan for different crop years by selecting the different pages and tabs within SnapPlus. As a read-only user, I'm also able to generate reports. I can do this by clicking on the report I'd like to generate, making the appropriate selections, and clicking Generate Report. These reports are available to be downloaded using the controls as part of the preview screen. Thanks for watching this video about user permissions in SnapPlus version 3.